love Reshiram. I love Reshiram. I am married to Reshiram. Reshiram, I love. Marriage is strong. Reshiram and Justin, together forever. Together forever. Together forever. Reshiram and Justin, together forever. Together forever. Together forever. I love Reshiram so much. Love is love. It doesn't matter if one is a Pokemon and the other is human, as long as you love each other, 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 love each other. Sing with me, Reshiram. Love, love, love.
You know, I could stop this at any time, but I'm not, because this is fucking wonderful. What you heard right there is some of the soft, sultry, melodic tunes of JustinRPG. This man's a jack of all trades, ladies and gentlemen. Not only does he do music, does he write some crazy, weird, quote-unquote, Vore shit. I found out what the word Vore means because of this video. But I mean, come on, the song we just heard, it's titled, I Love Reshiram. I'm married to Reshiram. And, you know, myself and many others will just refer to it as love each other, because how can you not? I mean, love each other, love each other. It's the best chorus ever. But that's just one of Justin's many, many songs about Pokemon. Well, I'm pretty sure every song he's ever done is about Pokemon in one way or another, whether he's making love to them, whether they're eating him, whether he's riding on them. The times where they're just, you know, having Pokemon battles and doing nice, fun shit out in the Pokemon world is few and far between. Most of the time, Justin's in some horrible situation where he's either getting eaten or getting, like processed in the stomach of, like, a Lugia. I know this all might sound like, dude, what the fuck are you even talking about? But let me just give you the rundown. This is JustinRPG. Justin Coolidge is his real name, and he has a fascination with being eaten alive by Pokemon, with, you know, like as I mentioned before, with getting it on with Pokemon, specifically his true love, Reshiram. But of course, it's not just Reshiram and her vast white attractiveness, as Justin likes to put it. Justin wants to get it on with all types of fictional characters. Characters from Final Fantasy VII, characters from, what's the other one? Oblivion. He wants to he wants to fuck like a fire demon or something. Okay, so and the way he describes the shit is like, well, they would never hurt Justin, or if he was to do that with the fire demon person, they would put like a spell on him where it wouldn't hurt him if they were to fornicate. And Justin used to post this shit publicly out there for everyone to see back in like 2010, 2011, but at some point he stopped and he kind of just migrated over to his Facebook page where he stays and just still again posts whatever comes to his mind, no matter how weird or sexual or involving like fictional characters it is. But this one right here about, and I'm sorry for calling it the Flame Demon for all the people who were serious into the Oblivion series or whatever, but it's a Flame Atronact. and Justin, so let me just read you what he says about this character. Like, I want you to take a look at this character from the video game, and you tell me, like, would you, like, what do you think? Like would you? Like, come on, like, would? Question mark? Would you? Like, I don't know. I would say no. I would say no, but maybe you guys would have a different answer to that. But we all know Justin's answer, and we're about to find it out in detail right here, right now. I'm going to have sex with this female Flame Atronact from Oblivion. I find the Flame Atronachs in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion sexy. However, their body is made up of 87% fire, and 100% fire surrounds them. Oh no, that could kill him. Justin says, that could kill me. He knows too. Yeah, exactly. If I tried to have sex with one. The remedy to this? The flame Atronac casts a spell on me, making me resistant to fire. Of course! Why didn't we think of that? Keep in mind, resistant is not the same as immune. I still take damage. That's a mighty fine sacrifice you're taking there, Justin. He then goes into detail about like how many damage points specifically he would take, and we can skip all of that and go down a little bit to see. He then says, I'm not going to rush through having sex with this flame Atronax. I make sure oh man. Oh, this is a rough read, ladies and gentlemen. But he makes sure that he pleasures everything that he does that with, especially non-human. Oh, Justin, well, your writing is so vivid. But that right there, ladies and gentlemen, that's tame in comparison to what you are going to see later on. Justin here, when it comes to flame Atronax and all that, like, yeah, he wants to do it, but when it comes to Reshiram, like you're about to find out the processes of how Justin can be consumed, and then like how he will then become waste. Oh man, it's gonna be weird. And we'll get back to his writings, but Justin's real, like the cream of the crop with JustinRPG comes with his music. I don't think I've ever listened to one of these songs and been able to like keep a straight face. It's literally Justin just turning on a microphone, having some random beat, and going like this about like we could make a JustinRPG song right here, right now. Like if I had a beat behind me, I could just be like, me and Reshiram went to the beach. Reshiram ate me and shit me in the ocean. Like that's a Justin song right there. Could be, but this one you're about to hear right now it's a little more like about the love between them two. Not that much violence, because Justin's even gonna bring up that, if Reshiram wanted to, Reshiram could just wipe the floor with Justin. Pokemon attacks, they could do a number on a human being like old Mr. RPG here. And this song is titled Reshiram is Overprotective of Me.
I'm married to Reshiram. Reshiram's a powerful legendary. So strong she could kill me with one of her attacks, even her weakest. Anyway, 70% of Pokemon can, but I'm married to Reshiram anyway.
I'm not gonna lie, like, these beats go hard as fuck, bro.
Reshiram, I'm married to Reshiram. Reshiram is so powerful. I am kinda taking a risk being married to Reshiram, as what people tell me. But Reshiram loves me and would not attack me even if I asked. Plus, Reshiram is so overprotective of me because so many Pokemon can kill a human. I am married to Reshiram and she is so overprotective of me. She is so powerful. She could kill a human with only her weakest attack, but she would never use any attack on me, even if I asked. Reshiram loves me and would.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just busy jamming out to the beat in the background. Like really, like Justin has a very good knack for picking a beat, but just it's a shame that his lyrics may be the worst in all of human history. Justin is just trying to stress to people that like even if he were to ask Reshiram to use an attack on him, I don't know why any human would do this. However, with Justin, again, seems like he gets off on the idea of a Pokemon attacking him or something or other. But he's saying here that Reshiram loves him so much that Reshiram would never do that to him. And honestly, that's nice. And so, like, at this point in the video, you might be asking, like, dude, it's been 10 minutes. Like, what's this guy's deal? Is you fucking with me? This can't be real. No, this is real. Justin is a real person. But, you know, in his heyday, Justin was like, I guess he was at his peak of popularity and he was posting all this shit back in, like, again, 2010, 2011. Eventually, Justin deleted all of his accounts and most of his content, like what you just saw there, that song, had to be archived on other channels. And that's where you'll find all these songs and writings now. They're just archives. And it's safe to say that Justin was an individual who had a lot of problems going on up there. I think anybody who's this obsessed with the idea of being married to a Pokemon, you know, there is somebody else we cover on this channel who's married to a Pokemon now that I think about it, and some of the similarities are starting to add up here, but we'll leave that for later in the video. But yeah, Justin and the way he talks about wanting to be quote-unquote vored by these Pokemon and shit, it's just something that I don't feel like people in their right mind would think about. I don't know, maybe I'm the crazy one, maybe everyone else out there, maybe all you guys watching the video are just dreaming about the day you can be eaten by a Lugia, and I'm just sitting over here all on my lonesome. Maybe if there was a song for that specific situation, like, you know, being eaten by Lugia and being in his stomach alone.
Well, I don't know why I came here tonight. I got a feeling that something ain't right. People eat Pokemon, I don't like it. And I'm wondering how I'll protest so well. I have an idea. Lugia will eat me, so I'm stuck in Lugia's stomach alone.
I have to say, this song shows Justin's hypocritical colors. He doesn't like it when Pokemon are being eaten. However, he seems to have no problem with Pokemon eating humans. You know that scene in Step Brothers where John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell sit down in Seth Rogen's office and they're wearing the suits and, you know, they're hitting it off really well, and then one of them farts. Seth Rogen is like, you know, now those suits kind of seem fucked up. Well, you know, this picture of Justin you see right here, this is Justin's, like, trademark picture. This is the picture everyone knows of Justin when they think of him. And the Chikorita on his lap never really struck me as weird, but now knowing what I do about him and, like, how much he wants to get it on with Pokemon, picture seems a little more fucked up now. But I mean, shit, I completely glossed over that song right there. Trapped in Lugia's stomach alone. It really is just Justin's, the easiest thing you can point to and go, yeah, that's Justin's, like, fetish and fascination with being eaten by Pokemon. He talks about it all the time. He writes about it all the time. He makes songs about it. It's all he thinks about. It's his life. And I just wonder, like what the day-to-day life, did I just say that? I was about to end recording because I was like, oh, I slipped up over my words. I almost just said especially instead of especially. JustinRPG's grasp and his influence is taken over that I'm saying irrationally, whatever the fuck I just said. Reshiram is everywhere, dude. What I was meaning to say was, I would love to know what Justin's, like, day-to-day life looks like, especially when, like, this shit's going on, when he's just sitting in his room thinking, let me write about, like, how much I'd love for a Moltres to just swoop down and sit on me. And that's another thing we're going to read about later. He has a fascination with a lot of these, like, legendary bird type fire Pokemon. I don't know if there's, like, if that's his type, but it seems like it is. And now, I know some of you Pokemon fans out there may be asking a second question about this whole video, and about his love of Reshiram. You might be wondering, well, now wait a minute, Reshiram's game was Pokemon Black, you know, that's where Reshiram was on the cover of, and what about Pokemon White, the game that came out alongside it, and Reshiram's, like, equals Zekrom? Is Justin a fan of Zekrom at all? Does he hate Zekrom? No, he likes Zekrom too. And if you don't believe me, well, here's a song he wrote called Zekrom Radio.
I feel electric spark on my shoulder and the touch of terror volt. Turn switch on, check the electricity, I leave it on in bed, I slumber. I hear the rhythm of the music by the fire and never use it. Hear the talking of the DJ, can't understand what does he say. I'm on Zekrom Radio. I'm on Zekrom, whoa, radio.
So after hearing that, you gotta be thinking, well, he definitely likes this Zekrom guy, but not as much as Reshiram. You know, Reshiram is his one and only. And no, Justin released a song to even set that record straight. Because if he were to get married to Reshiram, well, Zekrom would simply be the best man.
Reshiram, and Zekrom, and Reshiram, and Zekrom, and Reshiram, and Zekrom. Reshiram, and Zekrom, Reshiram, and Zekrom, Reshiram, and Zekrom, Reshiram, and Zekrom. I love Reshiram, and I love Zekrom. I love Reshiram, and I love Zekrom. Reshiram has pretty eyes, Zekrom has the badass appearance. He could be a body either, both together at once. I love Reshiram, and I love Zekrom. I love Reshiram, and I love Zekrom too. If I were to marry Reshiram, Zekrom would be my best man. I love Reshiram, and Zekrom too. I love Reshiram, and I love Zekrom. Reshiram, Zekrom, love. Order to meet Reshiram and Zekrom are the best Pokemon. Kept fighting over which is better. Reshiram, Zekrom, way to go. I love them all. I will ride Mortis to them for 100 miles. I'll ride Mortis to Reshiram and Zekrom. I love Reshiram, and I love Zekrom. I love them all 100%.
So yeah, there's Justin clearing the air once and for all. He loves both of them 100%. And I mean, there's so many other great songs I could play you, like, I Hate This Windows Vista Tonight. I mean, come on, that's probably his best song. But every time I keep putting it in this video, they keep saying, hey, this video is now paying Phil Collins. And we'll listen to a little bit more of his music soon, but his writing is where you can really see his oh man, his more intimate side, his more, at some points, depraved side. This is a conversation between Reshiram and Justin. A conversation that's part of a much, much larger story Justin himself wrote, where he becomes somebody who has to do everything Reshiram says. Let's put it like that. And Reshiram decides that Justin can start by... Yeah, I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that, but Justin, as you can see, Justin's all about that shit. And in other conversations, or, stories he writes about Reshiram, you can see Reshiram saying, "Oh, yes, Justin. Another hour of sex, Justin, ? Justin says, "Yes, Reshiram." Narrator: Reshiram and Justin have sex for another hour. It really seems like his writing is just a way for him to get out all the freaky Pokemon shit he has going on in his mind. This one is titled Anything for a Corvette, and in this one you get to find out that Justin has other attractions to, like, other Pokemon. So some girl named Jenna says, "Hey there, Justin Coolidge," using his first and last name. "There is a horny female Moltres over there that has been itching for sexual intercourse with human. I dare you to satisfy that Moltres." Okay, so this woman Jenna is like, hold up, I have this Corvette that, like, I have nothing to do. Like, there's nowhere for me to sell it. Like, there's nothing I can do with this car. I don't even know how to drive. So I'm gonna give it away to the first person who, you know, like, someone could pay me for it, but honestly, I'd really just like to see that Moltres over there get off. And so who does she ask? Oh, Justin, of course, the man who's notoriously, like, into fucking Pokemon. And Justin asks, what's in it for me? Now, that's such bullshit, because Justin, even if there wasn't a damn thing in it for him other than just doing it with the Moltres, he would have done it with the Moltres. But Jenna says, you know that shiny Corvette you've always wanted? I'll use my yesterday's casino winning. Good for Jenna. She went up yesterday, dude. Fucking Huff and Puff paid Jenna fat. But she will buy it for Justin. But you must do everything that the Moltres wants to do sexually. It likes more than just intercourse. And as you can imagine, things from here get, like, incredibly more weird. And I mean, again, yeah, there's no shot in hell I'm reading that one, but you can read it on screen yourself. Justin decides, you know, Moltres, everything Moltres says goes, because he really wants this Corvette, hence the name of the story being Anything for a Corvette. So if Moltres needs to take a shit, Justin will take care of it. It's gonna get so much more gross. You know that initial, like, Reshiram post I showed you? There was so much I cut out from that. Hell, there's so much I'm cutting out from this Moltres one here. But, like, he's always talking about, like waste and, like, being in Reshiram's bladder. I don't, what? Like, what? Why would you want to be there? I don't know, but he does. And he even made this picture right here where you can see Reshiram's bladder in case he wanted to know where it was. Justin's face, however, is where the Moltres decided to sit, if you were wondering. So that story is now coming full circle. And I'm at a loss for words, because really, how can a human man be like, God, like imagine opening a pack of Pokemon cards and just being like, woof, man, this fucking Electabuzz, you know? Like, he really has a genuine attraction to these Pokemon. And if I was Moltres, I'd be kind of jealous, I'm not gonna lie. Because, like, imagine you're there, you're flying around, you're a fire bird Pokemon, and then here's this more, like, vast, white, attractive fire legendary Pokemon, and it's getting all these songs written to them and by them and for them by JustinRPG. And you, being the Moltres you are, sitting there like, man, I wish I could have a song written by
Picture myself on a back of a fire type with fire flame wings and legendary stats. Moltres reaches, I answer yes, Moltres. A bird with fire flame wings. Moltres flames of red and yellow, flying over Pawpaw. Look at the guy riding the Moltres, and he's gone. Moltres in the sky with Justin. Moltres in the sky with Justin. Moltres in the sky with Justin. Yes.
I have asked my pet Flareon for sex many, capitalized, many times. Always when I am normal size. I return home shrunken, and Flareon changed her mind and told me that I can... Okay, well, you know what? Hold... Isn't Flareon looking at... Why am I trying to make sense of this? But, like, why would you need to be shrunk to... I feel like his whole fetish, his whole thing is being smaller than the Pokemon in question. Cause, like, even if he were getting it on with, like, a Metapod, right? That thing's like a foot tall. Well, Justin would then have to be like a centimeter tall because he's not into it unless this thing is just fucking giant. But as we go on here, you'll see it's not just fire Pokemon he's into, even though, like, right now we are on a weird fire type path. It seems like he just wants to do this with almost every Pokemon. Even the next one, which is probably going to throw you off guard. Palkia. Palkia is an ugly bastard, man. Okay, so are you going to have sex with me now? Asked the Palkia. Yes, anything. Just don't attack me again. I'll do anything you want, the man responds. Very well, says the Palkia. Let's begin, shall we? Why? Why? Why are all the Pokemon in his stories like sex-driven degenerates? Like all they can think of is doing Justin. But it's not just Pokemon. If you were wondering, like, is Justin specifically into Pokemon? No. No, he's into other cartoon characters too, don't worry. In this one here, he says when Aerith sits down, which that's probably not too crazy. I feel like a lot of strange people in the 90s probably felt that way too. But also, Red 13 must sit down on Justin as well. because you can't have one without the fucking other, right? Like normal human Aerith in the game. Or is she like part of the universe? I'm not going to describe Final Fantasy VII, but of course the dog character, or the wolf, or whatever Red 13 is, also has to sit on Justin, because that's just how he is. And I alluded to this earlier as well, with Justin talking about how he was walking down the street and a magic man said that his wife just urinated, so he sent me to the inside of his wife's bladder. He did not know that my wife was a Reshiram. Oh my god. Well, can I just ask, like, why is that the first thing that the magic man did? Like, he didn't ask you, hey, Justin, here's 3 wishes. Was that the first one? Knowing Justin, it probably was, but, I mean, just, it's so oddly specific. Like, here comes this genie, or magic man, as Justin puts it, and the first thing he says is, into your wife's bladder you go! Whatever the fuck kind of impression that was supposed to be. But, he just knew that she had urinated. His magic told him that. Really? He has no clue that he sent me to the bladder of a Reshiram. He just assumes that he sent me to the bladder of some human girl. Well, thank God he did, because Reshiram is giant, and you can probably fit there. Had he sent you to, like, a human, you just would have exploded, and you would have just fell to the ground. This sounds horrible. And then, as you can read at the bottom there, all that Justin had to do was kind of wait around, bide his time, till Reshiram had to take a piss again, and Justin would be sent out flowing, and I imagine Reshiram would be like, Justin! Like, there you are! Like, holy shit, dude. Thought I was passing a kidney stone. I was wondering where you were at. So the similarities between him and Chris Chan, let's just jump right to that. Okay, Justin is obviously a crazier bastard in his mind, right? Like, I can't imagine Chris Chan would be like, wow, I'm really into getting eaten by my hubby Mewtwo and getting turned into shit and whatever. But like Justin, that's all he thinks about. However, in the real world, has Justin ever done anything as sinister to his family members as Chris Chan did to his? That's a genuine question. Like, so I don't know. Both of them are married to Pokemon. Justin married to Reshiram, Chris married to Mewtwo. They both have insane writings, to which, Chris's is more about him being like some superhero who's gonna save the day and be the big kahuna of whatever story he's involved in. Like, Chris has to be the focal point. Chris has to be the president, the ruler, the king. He has to be the most important, and he always has to look good. Whereas Justin is always beaten and downtrodden and getting eaten and getting hit by Pokemon moves and shit like that. So, in that sense, like, they have two definitely different... Like, Chris is an egomaniac. Justin seemingly he doesn't give a shit. Both of these guys are just absolutely insane, though. In his writings before, I'm pretty sure Justin has made weird mentions about, like, young cartoon characters. It's just all around that these guys are just out of their mind. But where I want to leave off with Justin is saying that his story is one from the internet's past. An old meme that people used to talk about a lot that many people may not know about today. And with Justin, there's so much more we could have talked about in today's video, kind of like the cheeseburger picture on his wall. And if you liked this one and you want to hear any more about the story of this guy, probably couldn't do too many more on him. We could react to some more of his songs and all that, but if you really enjoyed it, let me know down below, because if you made it this far, thank you so much, man. If you want to hear more about the stories of the crazy people we cover on the channel, then follow me over on Twitter at SmokeyMcC, or just stick around here, because I'll have videos out all week long. And as I said, there's so much we left out with Justin's story, so much of his writings we just can't look at, and I can't even imagine that YouTube will like this video this much. So I know I say it a lot and it might sound a bit cliche, but download this one if you like it, because this one was a bit more fucking crazy than usual. So again, thank you guys for sticking by. I know this one may have been a bit harder too, but hope to see you in the next one, if you can handle it. But now, ladies and gentlemen, to play us off, the beautiful, beautiful stylings of JustinRPG and his magnificent song, Riding Moltres to Save His Wife Reshiram.
My wife Reshiram was captured by a team who was capturing legendary Pokemon. I need to go save her. Let's go, Moltres! Let's go save my wife Reshiram! I'll ride you, Moltres. Let's go save my wife Reshiram. I will ride Moltres. I am going to save my wife Reshiram. I don't know what this team does with all these legendary Pokemon, but I need to save my wife. So I'm riding Moltres. I'm gonna ride Moltres to save my wife. I'm saving my wife Reshiram. I'm riding Moltres. Riding Moltres to save my wife. Yes, I'm going to save my wife Reshiram. I'm riding on Moltres' back to save my wife Reshiram. Yes, I'm going to save my wife. I'm going to save my wife. I'm going to save my wife. Yes, I'm going to save my wife, so I'm riding Moltres. This team is up to no good. They don't need all those legendary Pokemon. I don't even think they're treating them well. I have several legendaries, but I treat them with love, especially my wife Reshiram. So I'm going to save her. It's the right thing to do.